Blended learning, building trust. Teachers who build positive relationships with their students create environments that are more conducive to learning and meeting students' academic and emotional needs. Students who feel more connected to their teacher are likely to trust more, show greater engagement in learning, demonstrate positive behaviours, and achieve better results academically. Developing and nurturing trusting relationships between students and teachers is central to building a successful blended learning environment. Taking the time to develop positive, collaborative relationships can lead to significant improvement in learner engagement, attendance, and attainment. The main benefits of trust are productivity. Students will work harder for you. Engagement. Students will react for you in key situations. And behaviour. Students will display more positive behaviour and take on more responsibility. There are key actions and behaviours that teachers can demonstrate that form the building blocks of trust. These are benevolence, kindness and genuine interest in your students, integrity, fairness and consistency, competence, subject knowledge, planning and organisation, and predictability, routine, rules and expectations. There are simple ways to show benevolence. Get to know your students and the lives that they live. Take a genuine interest in each student. Find out about a like or interest that you can talk to them about. Actively listen. A teacher who actively listens to students is listening for the meaning behind what students are saying, then checks in with them to make sure they've understood properly. This helps develop a trusting relationship between teachers and students. Ask students for feedback. Choose any topic and have the students write down in a couple of sentences what confuses or concerns them most about the topic. By considering their feedback, you are showing students that you value their opinions and experiences. It also creates a classroom culture where students feel safe to ask questions and take chances, which will help them grow academically. Show them you're human as well. Sensitively share information about yourself. Sharing this information projects you as a human and not just as a teacher. Integrity. Integrity is about how you practice your ethics, how you reward positive behaviours and mitigate negative ones. It is important that our reactions are fair, consistent and proportionate. Treat students as partners in learning. Treat everyone equally. Monitor your own behaviour and interaction with students as well as theirs. Make everyone subject to the same rules. Create random selection when selecting students to participate in question and answer or helping out with specific tasks. Collaborate with students and let them make key decisions for their own learning. Competence. To show competence, be well organised. Create well-developed lesson plans, an organised classroom and clear expectations for all students. Be confident and in control of the environment in which you're teaching. Possess sound knowledge of subjects. On the whole, teachers have excellent knowledge that encompasses a wealth of subject matter, but we can also learn from our peers and fellow students by taking advice and doing some background reading. This will take any anxiety away from teaching topics and will provide a more confident learning experience. Predictability. Create structure and routines. Where possible, stick to these routines that you create. Not only will this help with organisation, but it will allow the students to know what to expect. Set clear beginning, middle and end to lessons. Establish expectations for conduct online and in class and stick to these. And prepare students for change. Who are your students? Maybe you've known them for months or for years, or maybe you know little more than their name or student number. They've been to your classes, but you've never really interacted, met, or communicated as much as you'd have liked. Students find themselves in a new learning and interaction environment, and for many, moving away from the familiar may leave them feeling overwhelmed or alienated. Before jumping into content creation or embedding technologies, it's vital to stop and consider the end user. These are the people you will be working with and learning from the decisions you make. Your students are individuals. By simply trying to put ourselves in the situation of our students, we can better work out how to support them and ready them for success in blended learning as best we can. There are numerous things to consider, and these will be covered in the next activity when we invite you to think more closely about your students in a blended learning environment. Learning communities. Learning communities provide the conditions for discussion, negotiation, and agreement in face-to-face and online environments with virtually limitless possibilities to connect to others and to information. Teachers can create the conditions for critical thinking, rational judgments, and understanding through the engagement of a community of inquiry. Both a sense of community and a commitment to the process of inquiry must be in place. Learning communities foster engagement and collaboration through the ability to share information. There are numerous tools that can be used to create effective learning communities and increase engagement, and these will be covered in the next section.